Hello everybody. It is Sunday, the 29th of December, where I am in the world at least. Hope you're well. Are we ready for another book stream? Are we ready? Let me say hello. Hello everybody. How are we? What's going on? What's going on? How's your day been? Oh, that's not what I'm trying to move. So, we're trying something new again. So, last stream, I decided to multi-stream on Twitch as well as YouTube. And I thought I'll do it on the second channel so as to not disturb the precious, 8,000 plus subscriber, highly polished videos fan base. So that when I upload the VOD to the second channel, it doesn't take so long to upload, because once the VOD's ended, it's already on YouTube. But it turns out that the YouTube video editor is actually not that very good. I did one cut, and it didn't crash. It just couldn't do it couldn't do it. It couldn't edit the video. So I had to, in about 10 minutes, do all my cuts, cutting out the ad breaks, and then spend all night uploading the VOD. Last night's VOD is available. And then I thought, well, there's no point multi-streaming then. So I was thinking, well, maybe I'll just do Twitch instead. But then I thought, you know what? Let's do the main channel and just see what happens. Let's do the main YouTube channel and just see what happens. I'm always in two minds. I want to be under the radar, me doing my thing. I don't want to disturb anyone. And then the other part of me is, no, I've got a very fully monetized YouTube channel. I want to earn the most and be able to leave my day job at one point. So greed is what's motivated the main channel. But if you're watching live on Twitch or YouTube, don't forget, whatever your standards are, lower them right to the floor. We're at the mercy of my daughter, baby Bim. She's 2.5. If she wakes up, I'll have to go and put her back to bed. It might be 5 minutes, it might be 20 minutes. If you're watching this pre-recorded, those parts will be edited out, so you can enjoy your stay. Anyway, how are we, Mish? Well, congratulations on the first. Thank you very much. What we're doing today, we're going to carry on. We're going to start a new book, The Citadel of Chaos. I'm very excited. For this one. I've never played this book before. And what the beauty is, you're going to play it for me. Every decision. This is one of those adventure books. It's about 40 years old. Ian Livingstone and Steve Jackson wrote these books. They're about 40 years old. And they're what you call a choose-your-own-adventure book, where it'll say, do you want to turn north or south? If you go north, turn to this page. South, turn to this page. And then there's like, I suppose, a correct route, and I suppose a long route. You can die, you can fail, you can start again. But the whole idea is this is like a sort of like a Dungeons and Dragons style adventure, where you're supposed to roll dice and end up beating the game. This is a game, hence why it's on Steam. And I'm quite excited because we're going to be doing about 1 million polls, and together we're going to try and finish this book. Anyway, I hope you've got something hot in front of you other than yourself, or a soft drink. I've got both. I'm featuring a cup of coffee. And instead of a Woolies passion fruit drink, I've got a Coles passion fruit drink, which is actually 10 cents cheaper. They used to be $1. Woolies put them up to $1.30. That's $1.20. Profit margins on that. Cutting costs wherever we can. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. We are live Saturdays and Sundays at about 9 p.m. Really, it's as soon as my daughter is asleep, plus an extra 10 minutes for me to finish setting up, make coffee, etc. And then we'll go live Saturdays and Sundays at about 9 p.m. That's the rhyme. Anyway, and what's good about these books is we can change the music. Should we start off with stargazing? Is there enough of us here to be able to do these votes? Is there enough of us here? And we can choose the player as well. So, last adventure was Twitch chat with this portrait. Who are we today? What's our name today? Ooh, that's very Mad Max, isn't it? Just Mish and me. There we go. That's all I need. That's all I need. Mish and Spud. That's all I need. It's funny because I can do polls on YouTube, and if people start piling in on YouTube, I might have to do polls on. Oh, that's a handsome fella. I might have to do polls on both platforms. Twitch chat. I like calling this Twitch chat because I'm polling every decision. So it literally is Twitch chat, and that can be a portrait, which is a very prominent haircut because that means that he can afford a bowl. So TwitchTube, exactly. There we go. Should we play? Vex MVP. My word, how the devil are you? So Vex, you were one of the excuse me, original. I've not been streaming for about 2 years, and there you are coming straight back. How the devil are you? How the devil are you? We're playing a book today. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for the sub. 9 months in a row. Fantastic. I hope you're well, mate. As always, your banter was always on point. I'm so happy to see your name pop up again. Anyway, shall we read The Citadel of Chaos? Oh gosh, I wanted to read the back. Hang on, I want to read the back first. But I think a lot has changed since I saw you last. How do I read the back? Here we go. Deep inside the Citadel of Chaos, the dread sorcerer Balthasar is plotting. Summoned by a desperate plea for help, you are the Vale of Willow's only hope, and you are no ordinary adventurer. As star pupil of the Grand Wizard of Yore and a master sorcerer yourself, you must strike at the very heart of Balthasar's nightmare world. Author Steve Jackson. How do I read? So, the purpose of this, excuse me, I'm trying to cough quietly so I don't wake up my daughter. I thought you had muted. So, thank you for telling me. Rookie error again. I was like, you bastard, you're messing around. So basically, in the last 2 years, a lot has changed, as Vex has pointed out. For me, I set up a YouTube channel which has done okay, but I still struggle reading my own scripts. So, this is to sort of practice sight reading, words I've never read before, and read them in an entertaining way, on camera, on microphone, which is different to reading normally at home. And these are bloody good fun. I remember some of these from my childhood. I've not read them all, but I want to end up reading them all, and we're going to poll every decision. Should we get straight into it? Where's a good place? So I think I want me here. Where's a good place for chat? I think chat is going to have to be small, and what do you reckon? I don't like that. Is chat going to go here? Can anyone read that? Maybe it should just be for decoration behind my head. Wait, hang on. Literally, we could do it like this, though. What do you reckon of that? So the last, what's that? 3 messages. Can't wait for these uploaded on Audible. So these will be available on my second YouTube channel, which is in the description somewhere. With the ad breaks and if Baby Bim wakes up for 20 minutes, edited out. Anyway. Are you sitting comfortably? Then let's begin. The Citadel of Chaos is a fighting... I will read everything, by the way. The Citadel of Chaos is a fighting fantasy gamebook, an interactive adventure in which you are the hero. You can only win by choosing the correct path, finding equipment, avoiding traps, and surviving combat. You will need to be as wise as an owl and as cunning as a weasel to triumph over the challenges ahead of you. Before embarking on your adventure, you must determine your own strengths and weaknesses with a series of dice rolls. You have been preparing for your quest by training yourself in swordplay to improve your skill and exercising vigorously to build up your stamina. Before making your rolls, you must choose from one of 3 difficulty settings. This gamebook has been designed for optimum challenge on the Adventure difficulty mode. For newcomers to fighting fantasy, we recommend Adventure or Free Read modes. For experienced readers already familiar with printed versions of this gamebook, we recommend Hardcore Hero mode. So for experienced readers, I don't think I'm experienced. I'm in the koala reading group at school. Ooh, I wondered. I thought I heard tiny footsteps. Adventurer. Play the Citadel of Chaos exactly how Steve Jackson designed it. Very little has changed from the printed version. Your starting skill is calculated by rolling 1d6 plus 6. You are also given unlimited bookmarks, which act like placing your fingers between the pages. I don't think I will bookmark very often, at least, so if we die, we start again. Hardcore Hero. If you have beaten the Citadel of Chaos in Adventurer mode, or have read the printed form of this gamebook before, this difficulty mode allows you to test your courage in the Citadel of Balthus Dire with the ultimate challenge. Your starting skill is calculated by rolling a 1d6 plus 4. You still receive unlimited bookmarks. Should we do hardcore? Mish in the chat is saying hardcore. Should we? Should this be our first poll choice? If you're in Twitch, I'm going to do a poll choice. Difficulty. We're not going to do a free read. Play the Citadel of Chaos like an old school cheater. In free read mode, you roll your character exactly the same as you would in adventure mode, but you're given 3 extra options to help easily negotiate your way through the book. Rewind, free choice, and heal. Oh gosh, no, we're not doing. Do you know what? Already, I'm not even going to poll it. I can see chat is popping off with the word hardcore, and I'm hoping you mean the difficulty setting. You have chosen the Hardcore Hero difficulty mode. Before continuing, you must calculate your initial stamina. See, I read that wrong. Before continuing, you must calculate your initial stamina. Your stamina score reflects your general constitution, your will to survive, your determination, and overall fitness. The higher your stamina score, the longer you will be able to survive. You must roll 2 dice and add 12 to the number roll. Wasn't it 1d6 plus 6 for Adventurer and 1d6 plus 4 for Hardcore? Fair enough. You must roll 2 dice and add 12 to the number rolled. This is then entered in the stamina box in your adventure sheet. Stamina will go up and down during your journey, but if your stamina falls to 0, you die and your adventure is over. Roll your starting stamina. Your roll of 7 plus a base of 12 means your stamina is 19. I think that's okay. Next, determine your skill. Oh, it's skill it was talking about, wasn't it? I apologise. Your skill reflects your swordsmanship and general fighting expertise. The higher, the better. Your starting skill is determined by rolling 1 die and adding 4 to the number. 19. Adding 4 to the number. This is then entered in the skill box on your adventure sheet. Your adventure sheet can be accessed at any time using the menu at the bottom of the screen. Roll your starting skill. We haven't even started the book yet. 5. Your roll of 5 plus a base of 4 means your skill is 9. Next, determine your luck. Your luck score indicates how naturally lucky a person you are. Luck and magic are facts of life in the fantasy kingdom you are about to explore. Your starting luck is determined by rolling 1 die and adding 6 to the number. This is then entered in the luck box on your adventure sheet. Roll your starting luck. Let's get as hard as this mid, isn't it? You roll 3 plus a base of 6 means your luck is 9. Now you must roll your magic. I've never rolled magic before. In the Citadel of Chaos, in addition to skill, stamina, and luck scores, you must also determine your magic score by rolling 2 dice and adding 6 to the result. Your magic score determines how many spell scrolls you may prepare for use during your quest through the Citadel. Roll to determine your magic. This is exciting. This is very exciting. Your roll of 8 plus a base of 6 means your magic is 14. Now you may choose your spell scrolls. Gosh. Now that you've determined your magic score, you may use it to select your spell scrolls. Your magic score determines how many scrolls you may prepare for your journey to the Citadel. For example, if you have a magic score of 13, you may use 13 scrolls during your adventure. You may choose multiples of the same scroll, or instead choose a wide range of different scrolls. Touch a spell scroll to learn more about what it can do. You can choose 14 more spells. Once you have finished selecting your spell scrolls, you must prepare your adventurer's equipment. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, straight away, restore luck, skill, and stamina. Seem like important ones. But let's read them. Creature copy. Create a duplicate of the creature you are fighting. Will that be on our side? ESP. This spell will allow you to tune into the psychic wavelengths. Can be used, for example, to read a creature's mind. Enhanced strength. Greatly increases your strength. Useful when fighting strong creatures or breaking through doors. But be warned, this spell is at times difficult to control. Doubling enemies, exactly. Fool's Gold. This spell creates an illusion that causes ordinary rock to appear as gold. Useful when you are low on actual gold. Illusion. You may create a convincing illusion which can be used to fool others. The spell immediately cancels if anything happens to dispel the illusion. It is most effective when used against intelligent creatures. Impose weakness. Strong creatures become weaker in battle when this spell is used against them. Not effective against all creature types. Levitation. Frees the recipient from the effects of gravity, allowing them to float freely in the air under your control. Does that include us? Mage's Fire. Conjure up fire at will. Use it to create fireballs which can be launched at foes or set things alight. I like the sound of that. Shielding. Creates an invisible shield which protects against physical objects. Beware, this spell is ineffective against magic. Okay. Restore luck. Restores your luck by 5. Never increases beyond its original level. Restores skill by 5. Never increases beyond its original level. Restore stamina by 5. So, I reckon in the last game we got given luck as like a reward item an awful lot. When we played the Warlock of Firetop Mountain. But we had like 13 luck. And when you roll your luck, you roll 2 6-sided dice. And every time you test luck, it reduces your luck by 1. So having 13 luck meant I could roll twice with a guaranteed success luck chance. We've got 9, so it's possible to get 10, 11, and 12 and fail the lucks. Therefore, it'll be quicker to reach 0. I reckon I'm not going to poll this. Oh, thank you very much for the follow, Mr. Grapes. I recognise that name. Are you from YouTube? I recognise that name. I'll take one. And skill and stamina. Welcome in, I hope you're well. Mage's Fire. Enhance Strength. Impose Weakness. Hang on, how many more are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I reckon. Okay, here we go. Create a duplicate of the creature you are fighting. I don't understand what that is, but let's get ESP. Psychic or anything. I'm gonna get one of everything simply because I can. Have I got illusion? Impose weak. I've already got one of those. Levitation. Did I already get that? What spells have I already chosen? God damn. Shielding. I think I've got one of those. I'll take another one of those. How many more can I do? 3. I don't know how to poll this, so I'm doing this myself. Should we do stamina? Let me do. So I've got 2 stamina, 2 mage fires. Skill. Unless we get like effects like our sword arm is wounded, our skill shouldn't really decrease. Stamina, if that gets to 0, we die. So we definitely going to be running out of stamina. Mage's Fire, creature copy, ESP. I think 2 more spells. Let's do another Impose Weakness and another Enhanced Strength. 0 more spells. Should we do that? Once you've finished selecting your spell scrolls. So I'm going to be polling every choice. But I think I can only do 4 choices at a time. That would have taken half an hour. So I've just saved everybody half an hour by making an executive decision. I'm all for a democracy. Unless it's just efficient. Then I'm totalitarian. This coffee is delicious. Next, you must prepare your adventurer's equipment. You begin your adventure with a sword, leather armor, a backpack, and a lantern to light your way. Unlike most fighting fantasy adventures, in Citadel of Chaos, you begin your adventure without provisions. Normally, provisions may be consumed at any time, excluding combat, by accessing the adventure sheet and restore 4 stamina. As a budding wizard, you instead have access to restore stamina spell scrolls. These restore 5 stamina when used and can be cast at any time, excluding combat. I'm glad I picked up 2 then. By accessing the adventure sheet. Be sure to pay close attention to your stamina and restore it regularly. Your Restore Skill and Restore Luck spell scrolls can be used in a similar fashion. Simply select them from the adventure sheet when you wish to restore those scores. Although you'll be able to view all your other spell scrolls through your adventure sheet, they will only be usable during certain moments throughout your adventure. During your quest, you may encounter characters and items that alter your scores, stamina, skill, and luck. Usually, these scores may only ever be restored to their initial amount. On very rare occasions, a particular page may grant an effect that defies this rule. Aside from these occasions, some magic items may also allow you to exceed your initial scores. Once you have readied your equipment, you may begin. Good luck, you'll need it. Chat, are we ready to begin the Citadel of Chaos, the second book in the Fighting Fantasy series game books? Are we ready? The lawful good folk of the Vale of Willow have lived for some 8 years in awe and fear of the demi-sorcerer Balthus Dire. In awe, since his power is truly awesome, and in fear ever since word leaked from his domain that his ambitious plan of conquest were to commence with the Vale itself. A faithful half-elf sent on a spying mission to the Black Tower came galloping back to the Vale 3 days ago with a frantic warning. From within the caverns of Kragan Rock, Balthus Dire had recruited an army of chaotics and was preparing them to attack the Vale within the week. The good King Salomon was a man of action. Messengers were sent throughout the Vale that day to prepare defences and to summon folk to action. riders had also been sent to the Great Forest of Yore to warn the half-elves who lived there and to make an appeal for allied forces. King Salamon was also a wise man. He knew well that the news would inevitably reach the Grand Wizard of Yore, a sorcerer of great power, who lived deep within the forest. The wizard was old and would not last through a battle of this magnitude, but he schooled a number of young magicians, and perhaps one of his students in the magic arts with courage and ambition would aid the king and his subjects. You, Twitch chat, are the star pupil of the Grand Wizard of Yore. He has been a difficult master, and your own impatience has often gotten the better of you. Perhaps a little too headstrong, you left immediately for Salamon's court. The king welcomed you enthusiastically and explained his plan. The battle could be avoided without bloodshed if Balthus were to be assassinated before his army could be amassed. The mission ahead of you is extremely perilous. Balthus Dire is surrounded in his citadel by a multitude of appalling creatures. Although magic is your strongest weapon, there will be times when you must rely on your sword to survive. King Salamon has briefed you on your mission and warned you of the dangers that lie ahead. One way through the citadel is best for you to take. If you discover it, you will be successful with a minimum of personal risk. It may take you several trips to find this route. You leave the Vale of Willow and begin the long hike to the Black Tower at the foot of the hill of Kragan Rock. You can see its outline against the dark sky. Now turn over. The artwork is astounding as well. The sun sets as twilight turns to darkness. Look, this is paragraph 1, by the way. We have started the game. As twilight turns to darkness, you start your climb up the hill towards that forbidding shape silhouetted against the night sky. The citadel is less than an hour's climb. Some distance from its walls, you stop to rest. Gazing up at the fortress, a sense of dreadful foreboding fills you, like a fearful spectre from which there is no escape. The hairs on your neck prickle as you look towards it. You brush your fears aside and with a grim resolve march onwards towards the main gate, where you know guards will be waiting. You consider your options. You have already thought about claiming to be a herbalist, come to treat a guard with a fever. You could pose as a trader or an artisan, perhaps a carpenter. You could even be a nomad, seeking shelter for the night. As you ponder the possibilities, and the yarns you may have to spin to the guards, you reach the main trail leading up to the gates. 2 lanterns burn on either side of the portcullis. You hear muffled gruntings as you approach, and 2 misshapen creatures step forward. On the left stands an ugly creature with the head of a dog and the body of a great ape, flexing his powerful arms. Its supposed number is indeed its opposite, with the head of an ape and the body of a large dog. This latter guard approaches you on all fours. It stops some meters in front of you, raises itself on its hind legs, and addresses you. Which story will you opt for? Will you pose as a herbalist? Will you claim to be a tradesman? Will you claim to be a nomad seeking shelter for the night? Twitch chat. Here is your first poll of the night. The question is, what do you do? Herbalist? Herbalist? Tradesman? Nomad? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. If you're watching on YouTube, I apologise. Come over to Twitch if you want to take part. If YouTube gets more numerous in viewers, I'll do polls on both. Tradesman here to charge 50k for a bathroom. You have 1 minute to decide. What will you do? Mixed results straight away. Tradesman winning it so far with 67%. Nomad straight up behind with 33%. Tradesman getting another vote for 75%. That's like a horse racing commentator. About 10 seconds left. Is there a bookies for these polls? Last few seconds gets your votes in. And don't 50-50 them, okay? If you 50-50 any of these results, I do hand out punishments. Tradesman, 75% say tradesman. Turn to 2-3-0. Come to make money, eh? Says the ape dog. Well, you can share some of your profits with us. As you have nothing to offer them, you can pull a rock out of your pouch and cast a fool's gold spell on it, offering them a gold nugget. Or you can prepare yourself for battle. Twitch chat, what exactly is this game? This is a fighting fantasy game book in which you are the hero. Basically, there was a little prelude to the story just then. We are a magician's, a grand wizard's star pupil, and we are now sent to assassinate. Who was it? I was reading it, but I wasn't really paying attention. We're meant to assassinate the end boss, and who's raising an army to go on some sort of conquest and take over where we are from. So the King Solomon has sent us to assassinate this end boss. This book, which is about 40 years old, and has, one moment, let me get some physical copies, 1 second. So what I love about these are literally 40 years old. Some of these are green, so they might be green screened out, but they're actual books with, and if you don't have dice, there's dice in the bottom corner, so you just flick the page and roll the dice. It's a book, an actual book, and you can die. We have an adventure sheet with skill, stamina, and luck. Stamina being our health, basically. And we have equipment. We're going to pick up equipment, and it's supposed to be written on pen and paper. All your equipment and your things you pick up will be picking up keys, and it will say, do you have the key for this? In the books, it gives you a code. So if you come across some unique thing, you write down these codes, and then when you get to a certain page, instead of saying like do you know the spell that's going to get you out of this encounter, and you can cheat and go, I'll just go to that page then, it'll say code. It'll give you a code, and if you've got the code down, then you know which answer you have to go to, because like the code means that you have met someone and that they recognize you, and there's no choice there. And you get to the end of the book and hopefully win. We've already done one book, The Warlock of Firetop Mountain. Let me get the poll going while we do this. We've already done it. It's on YouTube. It's on the second channel, BIM94 and more. Use spell or fight. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. And it took about, I think it's about 6 or 7 hours it took me with chat. And we got all the way through the end. We spent about 3 hours going around in circles in a labyrinth, which is like one of the end areas. And then we went to fight in chats. Oh my god! Just put your votes in. And then we found a dragon, and we defeated the dragon. And we were able to defeat it because before we picked up a clue, and it was a spell to defeat the dragon. When it breathed fire, we cast a spell, and its mouth wouldn't release the flame, so its head just burnt off. And then after that, we found the Warlock of Firetop Mountain, and we defeated him in one of the closest, most epic battles I've ever been part of, most exhilarating battles I've ever been part of. And then, right at the end, it says, you don't have all 3 keys you need to unlock the chest, so you sit on the chest and weep, for your entire adventure has been in vain. So we got all the way to the end, spent 7 hours reading this book, and we failed it. And the only option was to the end. So you got to start again. So we've done one book, but we've not finished it. 100% of you are saying fight. Mutton, welcome in. How are you? We are choosing to fight. Good to see you. I saw you were recording Subnautica. How did that go? The 2 creatures advance. The ape dog attacks you first, followed by the dog ape. Will you cast a spell or stand and fight? How would you like to deal with these guards? To use a strength spell scroll. Do I not? I didn't get a levitation scroll. Fair enough. Or you may draw your sword. How many? This It went well, made some progress, fantastic. Twitch chat, what do? So these books require a lot of polls. I think this book is gonna have extra polls because of things like this. Twitch chat, what do we do? Do we use a strength spell scroll? And a strength spell scroll... Oh, there's no... It doesn't give us what do. It doesn't give us what it actually does, but it gives us strength. It's a Polish book. Do you know what? You saying that? So my wife, Mrs. Bim, she's part Polish, and we found this in an op shop. 1 second. This is another one of my fantastic op shop finds. But look at this. It's the Polish eagle in like thread work. I don't quite know how to explain it, but this is like made of felt. Can you see the material? How random is that? This is the Polish eagle that's been handmade embroidery. I think that's what I mean. In an op shop in Australia. So we've got this hung up. Another fantastic charity shop find. So there you go. So 67% are saying use strength. Quill, Abyss, welcome in. Okay, everyone's packing in now. Welcome in. I'm gonna need your help. Quill, how are you? Abyss. Use a strength spell scroll. Are we really doing that? We're using a spell. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Glory to our Stotska. That was fun. Finish that now. That VOD's available on the YouTubes. You whip out the scroll from your pack and recite the incantation. The scroll seems to transform into a magic vapor which rushes to enhance your muscles. You feel power surge through your body. The creatures see your rippling muscles harden in front of their eyes and stop dead in their tracks. Your hand grabs your sword hilt and you whip out your blade. But to your despair, your new strength is difficult to control, and your first slash with the sword sends the blade flying through the air to land several meters away. The creatures grin at each other and advance. As your magical strength renders you unable to handle your sword, you must fight unarmed and therefore receive no bonus to your attacks. You must fight. If you defeat the guards, you may retrieve your sword and your strength returns to normal if you're defeated. Okay, fight. How fights work is... Oh, I can see the edge of my green screen. Better. Ape Dog. How fights work is I roll 2 dice, white dice, they roll 2 dice, red dice. Their skill is added to their dice, my skill is added to my dice. They have 7 skill. Ooh, I don't like Twitch chat. I'm going to put you over here, okay? My skill is 9. So 9 is going to be added to my score. So if we roll the same dice, I'm going to get 2 ahead of them and deal 2 damage. No matter how big the difference, if you beat whoever beats who deals 2 damage to the other. Let's fight. Smashed it. 18 versus 12. They've gone from 4 down to 2. 1 more hit and we've killed them. 15 versus 17. They've knocked us for 2. Another roll. Looking good. 15 versus 12. We have killed the ape dog. Now we must fight the dog ape. I said it and then it said it. That's funny. I use the same words that the dog ape. Slightly more stamina. Oh, 17 versus 11. They've gone down to 4 stamina. Oh, double 6s, critical hit. 21 over 13. 1 more hit and we've got the dog ape. They've got us. 1 more hit. Come on, that looks good. 15 versus 13 and we kill them. You are triumphant. How good's that? If you defeat the guards, you may retrieve your sword and your strength returns to normal. Stepping over the bodies, you approach the gate and call for the gatekeeper, hiding in the shadows as they approach. The gatekeeper sees the bodies and comes out to investigate, whereupon you nip inside the gate and lock them out. turn to 251. So, I reckon it's made this clear that we are not going to do this first try. So, we should remember the best route. And I think the best route is not to waste a spell scroll and just fight them. Fight them. They seize the bodies and we sneak in. You walk forward into a spacious open courtyard surrounded by large walls. Various lights are burning and groups of figures are shuffling around in the darkness. In the center of the courtyard is a large monument of some kind, perhaps a fountain. Looking across the yard, you can see what appears to be the main entrance to the tower. What will you do? Will you creep around the walls towards the tower? Will you stride boldly across the courtyard? Or will you tiptoe through the shadows towards one of the groups? Twitch chat. I'm going to ask you a question. Oh gosh. What's my question? What do you do? Creep around the walls. Will you stride boldly? Or will you tiptoe through shadows? That's not how you spell through. That's not how you spell through shadows. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Welcome in everybody. I see everyone's packing in now for a thrilling, exhilarating Sunday night action-packed adventure. It's good to have you all here. What would Georgie do? What a legend. That bloke from Papers, Please. What an absolute legend. A bold stride, perhaps. Twitch, what do you do? What do you do? Georgie will be bold for absolutely. He'd go in with his hand-drawn child's picture passport, no problem. 100% say stride boldly. Enjoy Tavern Master Mutton. As you step out of the shadows towards the center of the courtyard, a voice in the wind cries, "Halt! Stand your ground." You whirl about, but can see no one addressing you. You take another couple of steps. Again, the eerie voice orders you to stop. And this time an arrow zings through the air and lands close to your left foot. You jump back, but you can see no one, but the threat of arrows still lingers. Will you press on forwards very cautiously, make a dash for the monument, or use a scroll to cast a shielding spell, which doesn't protect you from magic, by the way? Twitch chat, what do? This is going to be very poll and choice heavy. Press on. Dash. Use spell. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. Goodness me. Goodness me. We went swimming today. We don't normally go swimming. I don't know why, but we went swimming. Baby Bim absolutely loves it. Absolutely loves it. She's very, very cute. We got her, did I tell you yesterday, we got a booster seat for her now. So she used to be rear facing in a car seat, but now she's in a booster seat facing forward. And I can see her in the mirror, and she sings more now. And I think it's because she can see mum and dad. And she how small is she? We were gonna do it. Why didn't we want to do it? It's because we got a second baby on the way, and we want her to be in a booster seat before the baby comes. So this booster seat is nothing to do with the baby, because when the baby comes, there's gonna be a whole heap. Ooh, you 50-50'd it. Oh no, you didn't. Hang on, you haven't 50-50'd it. It's 43% dash, 43% use spell. and 14% press on. I don't like it when you 50-50 things. Okay, so when you 50, and I'm going to count this as a 50-50 because your choices have not left me with a solution. So normally I punish you, but because this isn't strictly a 50-50, I'm going to choose the least favourable choice. So 14% did press on. So we're going to punish you 50-50ers, or 43-43ers. We're going to press on forwards. Okay. I was thinking that they are 8 weeks apart, and Nugget couldn't fit us yet after 2. I think. How much does she weigh? How much does she weigh? I don't think she's. How much do babies weigh? I don't think she's 15 kilos, but she's virtually on the 50th percentile now. Your Nugget was on 100. The bad phrasing probably because Nugget is 20. I think Baby Boom's 15. Wow. Yeah, I think she's slap bang 50th percentile. That's perfect. She's the right size. Gosh, 19.6. Good grief. Okay, so we're gonna press on forwards very cautiously, just to spite you. Your baby's about 8 kilos and she's 4 months. Vex, you had a baby. Oh, congratulations. Gosh, oh, that's what you meant by a lot's changed in 2 years. Gosh. Oh, congratulations, baby Vex. What can we call that? It's baby Bim. Vex. Fantastic. So, you take a few steps forwards and another arrow narrowly misses your foot. A few more steps and an arrow rips through your tunic, grazing your forearm. You can still see no one at all, nor can you see where the arrows are coming from. After another few steps, another arrow appears, but this one pierces your calf. You cry out loud and lose 4 stamina points, but you are almost at the monument, which will provide shelter. You leap forward and duck behind it until the arrows cease. If you are still alive, turn to 209. Your baby's 4 months too. I got another one coming in February. Got one in the oven. You cast your eyes over the strange structure. It appears not to be a fountain, but a temple of some sort. To one side there is a door, which you may investigate, or you may press onwards towards the citadel itself. Twitch chat. Another choice. What will you do? What do? Press onwards. Investigate. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. Oh, this one. we still put baby Bim. She's 2.5 now. We still put her in a baby carrier to help her go down for her day nap. She's okay at night, but if we don't, and she's definitely dropped it. Nap. You voted wrong. It doesn't matter. Your vote's invalid anyway. Let me cancel the poll. I've got to start again. What are we thinking? 71% are saying investigate, with about 10 more seconds on the clock. Oh, I just got a comment on YouTube. I love your content. It's been a big comfort recently to me. Also, plenty of luck and blessings for the baby and your family. What a legend. Oh, that's you, isn't it? That's great. That's you in chat. I just called you out. What do we say? Investigate. I just saw that as a I thought, oh, that's really cute. It's bloody you. What a legend. What a legend. If you wish to investigate, 71% say commenting on your own videos. I like every one of my videos. If it helps the algorithm, it helps the algorithm. If it doesn't, no one's hurt. Oh. The door opens And the small, I thought I recognised your name, Grape. You said Mr. Grey 9S, and you are Grey 9S Grapes. I thought so. Oh, you're a channel member as well. It says it. Thank you very much for the membership. So I'm actually, so before I continue, I'm in two minds. So I'm expecting a baby in February. These big Bannerlord, well, if you're not familiar, I do Bannerlord big world conquests videos that take about 100 hours to film and then about 100 hours to edit. I don't have a lot of time, so it literally takes me about 4 months to make each video. Now, I don't expect anyone to it's difficult when people become a member as like a hard-working individual. I'll take as much ad revenue and sponsorship money as possible, but when it comes to individuals giving me their hard-earned cash income, I feel a lot of pressure to make sure that they are happy and there's a full understanding of expectations and exactly what's happening. And I don't expect someone to become a member and then me do almost nothing for. I'm working on a mini series at the moment, but when I push into the big videos, then I'm obviously full force into getting this video out as fast as possible, which is still going to take about 4 months. And I can't expect a new channel member, because when a YouTube channel member, I name lords after them so that you appear in the video. And it's all down to the AI, so you could be featured heavily, you could be featured hardly at all. It's really down to the randomness of the Lord who I've renamed after you. And I can't expect someone to become a member and expect to be named a Lord, and then I do nothing for 4 months, and them to keep that monthly membership going. And because they might be thinking, with no context, I've just taken their money and run, and I'm not working on anything, not realizing that every spare moment, which isn't a lot, I'm working on this next video. So what I think I'm going to do for this next one, I've done 5 videos so far. What's Bannerlord? It's basically you play as a character, and it's a bit like a sandbox RPG, I guess, where you have skills and perks. And there's battles, and there's a top-down. I don't think it's isometric. Is that what isometric means? There's an isometric map and also a battle map, and you skill up in the battle map, and then you can recruit soldiers, and then eventually towards the end of the game, the big selling point for Bannerlord is its huge battle sizes. You could have there's a game called Mountain Something 2 Bannerlord 3 on PS. Get it? It's Bannerlord. I think it's the game I've been waiting for all my life, and it ticks 90% of the boxes. It's absolutely fantastic, you can end up in your army could be 1,000 actual soldiers strong, and you can go up against someone else equally, and there'll be 2,000 units in the battlefield. And you can coordinate them, you can do as little or as much as you want, and you are still yourself, dealing out commands, firing your bow if you got a bow, and it's absolutely fantastic. And you can siege castles, you can man catapults, it's absolutely fantastic. It's very long though, like it takes me about 100 hours to do a world conquest. You don't have to do a world conquest, but it's just an absolutely fun, a fantastic game. But basically, what I'm talking about with these memberships is I'm expecting a baby in February, which means my normal timeline of 4 months to make a video, it's probably going to be more like 6 months, 7 months, and I can't expect someone to hold that membership for so long. So what I'm thinking of doing for this next one, because there's 6 factions, I've done 5 of them, so this next one is the last faction officially. And what I'm thinking of doing is whoever becomes a member on YouTube now, whatever happens to their membership, whether they cancel it or not, I think I'm going to include them anyway, because I feel a bit that it seems very anti the consumer, very against the consumer, if I were to only include the ones that stayed, or what it's going to be is it's the ones that are currently a member when I do the recording. I think I'm going to do the backlog. If you've cancelled it between now and me starting recording of the next one, I'm going to include you, just because of this Baby Bim 2.0 that's going to delay it even further. But if you keep your membership, I appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much for keeping the channel alive, but there's absolutely no pressure, because I'm definitely going to be taking a little bit of time off with a newborn, obviously. So I don't quite know how to address that, because we went from my last World Conquest series video, this Sturgia only one. I was at 11 members. Since that video, we've gone up to over 30. I think I'm on 34 at the moment. So suddenly, there's been a massive peak in oh my god, this is interesting. I want my name in the next video, and they don't know this because I guess they're not here right now. But it's hold on, I have another baby coming. What your expectations? Again, you gotta lower them. Whatever your expectations are, lower them. Anyway, was that a rant? Was that a TED Talk? Also, if you're new here in the live stream, in the VOD they'll be edited out, but if you're new here watching on YouTube or on Twitch, my daughter is asleep. If she wakes up, I will have to go and tend to her. I might be 5 minutes, I might be 20 minutes, but if we can handle that, then I can continue to live stream. But just so everyone's expectations are solidly on the floor, let's continue. Ads in a minute. Let's do an ad break. Let's do an ad break. They started. It's just popped up. Ad starts in 50 seconds. Let's do an ad break now, and then we'll get back to it. Okay. I did a deep breath in. Oh, ads. Anyway, I'm going to go for 3 minutes, and I'll cut this bit out of the VOD. So everyone, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Go grab a glass of water. Go to the bathroom. Perfect. Take care, everyone. 3 minutes, okay? I'll be back. Oh, I'll be back. Hello, everybody. How does the picture look? So I've just checked the YouTube live, and everything looks okay, but I am lagging, and I look completely out of focus. What does the Twitch stream look like? I've got rid of the viewfinder. I can see me in OBS. I'm not. Maybe it's the it's the quality's on 360p. Maybe that's it. Anyway, let's get back to the book, shall we? Let's get back to the book. The opening to Red Dead Redemption 2. Coulter, people either love or hate it. I used to not really like it, but I love Coulter, the opening snow sequence now. You're just pale looking. Do you know what? I can actually fix that. Should I fix that? I just turned my ring light onto the orangest setting it has. Okay, shall we go? The door opens and the small room inside is lit by candlelight. Cautiously, you look inside to see a strange sight. On a stone altar in the middle of the chamber, there are 3 silver chalices, each containing a different coloured liquid, one clear, one red, and one milky. Fluttering around the altar are 3 small winged gremlin-type creatures, all chirping excitedly. Every so often, one lands on the altar and takes a sip of the milky liquid. The open door creaks on its hinges and startles them. They whirl round to see you and become very excited. The gaming chair. Do you like my gaming chair? This so fully ergonomic. Was it Secret Labs? Wood effect. Very good. That's another op shop purchase, actually. Honestly, it's fantastic. We're moving house. Op shops on the way. It's like, sorry, this was Facebook Marketplace. You may either. Are you ready for a poll? You may either enter the chamber or close the door quickly and press onwards. They are excited. What is it? They whirl round to see you and become very excited. So, what do? Enter or close door. So what's happened? These gremlins are sipping milky liquid. You've burst in on them, and you can see that they are excited. What do you do? Enter the chamber or close the door quickly? Close the door quickly. Milky baby. I'll tell you what, this chair is very comfortable with like one arm on this what do you call it? Pole. I want to call it a bed knob. I want to call it. One arm on that, one arm on the table, and I'm in my pondering pose. Quite. Yes. Love. We got someone from YouTube. Everyone. Best behavior. Hello, YouTube. Very kingly. I love your voice. Very kingly chair. You should do voice acting. You can come again. You can come here again. We have been live for over an hour. You are the first, and may I say best person to have entered the YouTube stream. 100% say enter. Do you know what? I was saying this last time. I don't think I'm very good at all. I don't think I've got much to give, but I would love to be an actor. I would love to be a voice actor. I'd love to give all that. Go, look, Mum, we're on YouTube. Mum, go back to bed. Anyway, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate you being here. If you come in Twitch chat, you might be able to you'll be able to take part in the polls and help choose where we're going. Enter the chamber. 100% says enter the chamber. Pyro. Pyro. There's two people. I think the other person is me in my mod view screen. So it's just you and me in the YouTube chat, looking like a snack like Pyro. What a legendary clip that is. Zoe, welcome in. Look, everyone's here now. As you enter, the gremlins flutter and squeak excitedly, then fly past you through the door and out into the night. You are now alone with the chalices. Will you risk taking a drink? If so, which will you choose? Drink the clear liquid? Try the red liquid? If the milky liquid takes your fancy? Or if you will leave and head for the Citadel? Twitch chat, what will you do? We're playing a book today. Can you mix them all together? Drink clear, drink red, drink milky, or leave? Twitch chat? Oh no. Leave. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. Don't forget, if you're new here, if my daughter wakes up, I will have to take 5 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, and put her back to bed. If you're watching this pre-recorded, they'll be edited out. But if you're watching this live, it's just what we're going to have to deal with. So I've just heard a bang. I wonder if that's a car backfiring or my daughter jumping out of bed. Don't 50-50 this, or don't make it so that there's no clear winner. Okay, 57%. The majority is saying drink red. Don't 50-50 this. If you 50-50 this, we're doing this again. If you 50-50 this, you're staying in after the bell. Please don't fall out of bed, baby boom. Okay, here we go. The winner. Drink the red liquid. Okay, here we go. Can I get rid of that? Everything's stomping out of bed. What do we say? What did we say? What was the poll result? I've forgotten already. I've closed it. Drink red liquid. So these gremlins were drinking the milky one. We have no context about the red liquid. Here we go. It's toddler bim now. New baby bim is being cooked. Yeah. Try the red liquid. As you grasp the chalice, the liquid turns green, then a dirty brown in front of your eyes. It smells putrid, but you take a sip. With a grimace, you spit it out. You're drinking muddy water. You leave the chamber to head for the Citadel. You lose 1 luck point. Okay, so next time, I bet you we will have to start from the beginning again at some point. You voted for the milk. Don't know why I was sick. So next time, don't do the red liquid. As you stride across the open courtyard, you notice that you're walking alongside a small mound, almost like a buried pipeline running from the Black Tower to the temple. You bend over to investigate it. Could it perhaps have been made by a mole of some kind? As you touch the mound, it caves in, and to your horror, a long grey tentacle covered in warty growths bursts out of the ground and wraps itself around your leg. How will you fight the thing? Draw your sword, no levitation spell, or think a fire spell. Twitch chat. What do you do? Sword, I'm going to try and make this as fast as possible. Sword or fire spell? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. You'll die a few pages from now from a tapeworm, that's it. Gosh. Are we all enjoying ourselves? I'm enjoying myself. I love these books. I absolutely love these. You having the best time? Fantastic. I love these. I love these so much. I like, as I'm getting older, I like short games. Like the first book, tough audio book to follow. The Warlock of Firetop Mountain was done in about 7 hours. That's the sort of game time I like. I don't want to play 400-hour games anymore, other than Bannerlord. Fire spell. 83% say fire spell. Turn to 114. You chant the words of the spell and the scroll disappears as though consumed by magical fire. You point to the base of the tentacle, and a puff of smoke and a flash of light burst from the hole in the ground. A shudder runs through the tentacle, and thankfully it releases its grip. As it retreats back into the ground, you rub your leg to get to the circulation back, and then set off towards the main entrance to the Citadel again. Well done. In front of you is a large wooden door, firmly locked. You may either knock 3 times for the guard, or use a strength spell to try and open it. Twitch chat. What do you knock 3 times? Strength spell. Don't forget, all these spells, you have 1 minute to decide, all these spells are consumable. You make it fun. You have this voice. YouTube is blessed. Even when you're joking, it's like serious, but also you know you're joking. I don't know. It's great. Oh, thank you for the compliment. Thank you for the compliment. Save spells, knock or bust it down. Why isn't there an option to just try the door? Why is it knock or muscles? Zoe, you've explained yourself very well, and I thank you for it. It's a very lovely thing to say. Are we nearly there? Storytime voice. I'm trying to get better at my script reading and reading in general, and I guess being entertaining on Twitch. I'm just trying to be a better person, you know. Knock 3 times, 100% says knock. I love Twitch though. Twitch is so much fun. I'd recommend it to anyone. You're a good narrator like David Attenborough. I don't think so, but I think I'm getting better. Even in these streams, I think I'm getting better. Ooh, a rhinoceros. The door opens and a large brutish creature steps out. It has a sharp horn in the middle of its forehead and its skin appears to be armor-plated. It grunts to ask what you want and demands the password before letting you in. You do not know the password. You will have to bluff. So, there is a route that we have not done that we would end up with a password. We do not know the password. Notes for next time. I'm not going to remember anything that we have or haven't done for next time, because I know we're not going to do this in one go. I just know that. You think quickly. You reach into your bag and pull out a handful of weeds, showing them to the creature. You explain that you are a herbalist and have come to treat the Lord's librarian who is critically ill. The messenger never told you of any passwords. Will the guard believe you? Test your luck. Our luck... I don't have my... Oh, here it is. Our luck is 9. Oh, our luck is 8. So we're going to roll 2 6-sided dice. The maximum possible score on 2 6-sided dice is 12. There is a chance we will be unlucky. Oh, sadly your luck has run out. You need a luck score of 8 or below. You rolled a 9. You are unlucky. Hello, I'm the guy from YouTube. Hello. Oh, hello. Jeez, the weird guy. Welcome to Twitch. Welcome to Twitch. With a warm, loving bunch of chat around you. You look lonely in YouTube. Bim is also the guy from YouTube. If you're unlucky, turn to 2. So the only reason I'm dual streaming is because I had already set it up, and I thought, let me just give the main channel a go. There's 8,000 plus subscribers. Surely one of them might want to take part in this. And boom, I was right. There you are. He doesn't care for your story about being a herbalist. He repeats that you may not enter without a password. The Rhino Man steps forwards and jabs at you with its pike. You leap quickly out the way. Although it is not wearing armor, its thick hide looks protection enough. You must decide whether to take it on using your sword or to try magic. You can draw your sword, use a weakness spell, or use a strength spell. Twitch chat, what do you do? Oh, I made a bunch of emotes as well. I had standard emotes, but I was able to animate them using the Twitch auto animator, and it's meant because I had lots of free animated emote slots, and I don't have enough. Abyss Heights, me, the guy from Twitch. I didn't have enough standard emote slots, but I managed to animate some of the missing standard ones and include them. So I think they're a sub-only thing, but I don't think they've all been approved either. But one of them that I'm pretty proud of is this. This used to be you can see it on Twitch chat, that used to be a standard emote, but now, if you bunch them all together, now it looks like a whole bunch of frog soldiers charging into battle, which is the exact theme I want from that emote. Anyway, what are we doing? Sword. Weakness spell. Who said that? Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Jeez, the weird guy from YouTube. We spell strength. Spell. Don't forget, if we use a spell, we consume it. You have 1 minute. Twitch chat, what do you do? I prefer chat on this side because this side is normally empty of text. But when there's a fight, this is the side that you want to see, so I will swap you over. Oh, that sounds like a lot of hard work for me though, to be honest. I was on the live stream, probably getting edited out there. Don't 50-50 this. Don't make this difficult. Okay, good. Anything to punish us, but too much effort to make it nice for us. Sword. Sword wins it. Turn to 325. Do you know how exhilarating these sort of books are for like a young adult, an old child? I guess 10-year-old is the absolute minimum age for this. Vote early, vote often. The creature is somewhat bulky and clumsy, snorting furiously as you avoid his blows. You draw your sword of fight. There's been a lot of innuendo in this book. Next time I read it, I might read it like the lusty Argonian maid or something. You must fight. Oh, he's guarding the Citadel. I didn't realise we were that far. So 8 skill. So we have 1 more skill and 2 more. Oh, I could have done a stamina spell. Perhaps I should have. What's this? 17 over 4. Good. 2 damage. Rhino Man has 7 left. Another hit. Rhino Man has 5 stamina left. We're looking good. Another hit. 3 in a row. 3 stamina left. Ooh, they rolled a double 6. We take 2 damage. We go down to 9 stamina. Not looking good. Okay, we're now down to 7. Oh, we did double 6 again. We have 5. Oh gosh, we have 5 stamina left. The Rhino Man has 3. Oh my goodness, should we start using luck to try and... Okay, I'm lucky. So I take 1 less damage. Okay, so I got 1 stamina back. Okay, good. Okay. Let's do another fight. You got 1 stamina. We got 1 stamina left. Oh. 1 more hit and we dead. He has 1 stamina. We have 2 stamina. Each of us, whoever wins this. Okay. It's okay. You are overcome by your enemies. If you're defeated by this bulky guard, you are dead. Your quest to assassinate the dread sorcerer Balthus Dire and save the good folk of the Vale Willow has come to an untimely end. The end. Okay, no bookmarks. If we die, we start again. We are starting again. So, are we still doing hardcore? We have less skill. Let's do it. Roll your stamina. 90. That's the same as last time, wasn't it? Roll your skill for Sturgia. Roll your skill. What you can do, so I just cheated there. Once the dice sort of lands on what it's going to be, you can tap the screen, and it's the equivalent of hitting the table, and you get an extra turn. So if it's a low number and you think it's going to be better, do the cheat. I don't think I want to be doing that. I did just then. 1. Do it. 6. Okay, it was going to be 1. So, okay. I say I don't want to be using it. It will be at my discretion. That was going to be a 1. Okay, next roll magic. 6 and 1. 13. Okay, so let's try and... This is going to take too long if I poll this, okay? So we want... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's do, I don't know, they're all going to come in handy. So let's do 1 of each. Did I do illusion? Oh, I can't remember. Let's do it from the other way. So let me do it. I want 2 stamina, and that's everything done. 1 of everything, and 2 stamina, and that's every scroll. Done. 3 more spells. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we have every scroll. So if a scroll is needed for a solution, we at least have it. We can waste it early, but I think the 2 restore stamina potions, scrolls, is relevant. Okay. Let's summarize this. The lawful good folk of the Vale of Willow have lived for 8 years in fear of the demi-sorcerer Balthus Dire World Conquest, Faithful Half-Elf, Spying Mission, Kragan Rock. Balthasar has recruited an army of chaotics. The good King Salomon is a man of action. A word reached the Grand Wizard of Yore. We are his star pupil. We are the star pupil of the Grand Wizard of Yore. He's been a difficult master. We are sent to assassinate Balthasar. King Salomon has briefed you on your mission and warned you of the dangers that lie ahead. One way through the Citadel is the best for you to take. If you discover it, you will be successful with a minimum of personal risk. It may take you several trips to find this route. Turn over. The sun sets, you brush your fears. As you ponder the possibilities, it's opposite with the head. Which story will you opt for? Will you pose as a herb? Sorry, another Twitch chat, okay? Were you all here for this before? Twitch chat. What do? Herbalist. I will do all these options again. Tradesman. I don't want to do the same. Tradesman. Nomad. I don't want to do the same, unless it was beneficial. I don't want to do the same choices, but I know each of these choices. So last time we were a tradesman, but we chose to do a series of events that we could have had done differently. Oh, thank you for the 15 bits, cheese. It's very kind of you. Very kind of you. So you have 1 minute to decide. Are we all up to speed on the story? Don't 50-50 this. You've 33%ed all three options. Someone better put a bloody vote in. I am not doing this again. If there is not a clear winner, you are all staying behind. What the hell is that? Martin, thank you very much for the 15 minutes. You can't see this on the on the stream chat. Tradesman wins it. I thought it was the old Baby Bim emote. Tradesman. We're doing the tradesman again. Come to make some money, eh? Says the ape dog. Well, you can share some of your profits with us. As you have nothing to offer them, you can pull a rock out of your pouch and cast a fool's gold spell on it, offering them a gold nugget, or you can prepare yourself for battle. Twitch chat. What do you want to do here? What do? Fool's gold spell or fight? Last time the choice was fight, but the choice after that was use a gigantify spell. So if we choose fight, I will not be doing the gigantify spell, but you may choose the fool's gold spell. But we only have one of those, don't forget. Currently 100% are saying fool's gold. Get your votes in. If you're watching on YouTube, get over to Twitch and put a vote in. You have 1 minute. Don't 50-50 this. Don't 50-50 this. If you 50-50 this, I'll be very, very cross. Someone put a vote in? No. Okay, 2 more people have put a vote in, and you 50-50'd it again. Someone else put a vote in. Or I'll think up some punishment. Bim detention, there you go. Thank you. 60% say Fool's Gold spell. They accept your offering and summon the Gatekeeper. Did we just skip a whole... The Gatekeeper, who opens a small door. Oh, no. We knocked, didn't we, and hid. And then when the Gatekeeper came out, we snuck in. Who opens a small doorway in the portcullis to let you in. You leave them squabbling over the gold nuggets. You walk forward in a spacious open courtyard surrounded by large walls. Remember this? Various lights are burning and groups of figures are shuffling around in darkness. In the center of the courtyard is a large monument of some kind, perhaps a fountain. Looking across the yard, you can see what appears to be the main entrance to the tower. What will you do? Twitch chat, we've been here before, but I'll give you all the choices again. What do? Creep around walls, option 1. Stride boldly, or tiptoe. They are in order. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. Think carefully. Last time we strode boldly across the courtyard and then got hit with some arrows. What do you do? Let's hope to get a little bit further than last time. What's our adventure sheet? Twitch chat. Oh, we should be Twitch chat. Are we Twitch chat? Hang on. Or I was going to put Twitch chat the second. I don't think I can. It's okay. I won't bother. What are we thinking? Twitch chat. Oh, 75%. A few more seconds left. I'll wait. 75% want to repeat the same mistakes we made last time. As you step out of the shadows towards the center of the courtyard, a voice in the wind cries, "Halt! Stand your ground." You whirl about, but can see no one addressing you. You take another couple of steps. Again, the eerie voice orders you to stop, and this time an arrow zings through the air and lands close to your left foot. You jump back. Still, you can see no one, but the threat of the arrows still lingers. Will you, Twitch chat, press on forwards very cautiously? What to do? I wish I'd read it out then. If we lose again, I'll read the start out again properly. Press on. Here's me thinking everyone's been here from the start. Make a dash. Or use spell. So, don't forget, you have 1 minute to decide. Don't forget, the scroll of shielding does not apply to magic. That only applies to physical, melee and ranged, not magic. So if someone was to suddenly whip out a spell, we would not be... What does that mean? Petition to force Bim to narrate the Bannerlord lore. What have you done? Is that... Oh, that's with... thank you very much for the bits. Bannerlord lore. Do you know what? I got a video idea. I like the thought of playing mini games, which is why I like these books. They're short, they're fun, they're very fun for me. I hope they're a little bit entertaining for anyone watching this. But I have an idea. It's a challenge run, and it is to collect every book in Skyrim. And then I thought, how about reading every book in Skyrim? I can show you. I've made a spreadsheet. Excel. Let's pop it up. Wait, it's gonna dox me, isn't it? I know. For some reason, Microsoft Office wants to dox me. I've basically got a Skyrim books. It's gonna dox me. I'm not gonna do it. I've got every book in Skyrim catalogued in Excel. 350 books, unique books. Some of them are repeats, some of them are unique, as in like there's one book in the game, blocked behind quests, etc. Google Sheets, but I should really listen to you more. You 50-50'd it. Make a dash and use a spell. Guys, okay, so last time, you might not have been here, everybody, but last time we were here, you guys 50-50'd, make a dash and use a scroll, and as punishment, I chose press on forwards. That is the exact same thing you've just done here. Make a dash, use a scroll is 50-50'd, press on forwards. What do I do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's do that again, but properly. What do you really do? Okay. Press on. I'm going to leave that up because we did that. what we did last time was possibly the best outcome. Make a dash. Use a skrill. Use a scroll. So I'll do that again, but because you 50-50'd that, I'm going to make the viewing experience slightly worse. There you go. How's that? Make sure it's 50. Don't 50-50 it. Don't 50-50 it. I'll gradually make the stream worse. It's your own fault. What do you really do? Good. More choices happening now. You're all funny. Tiptoe through the tulips. Tiptoe through the tulips. Okay, this is getting better. Okay, are we finished? What's the, what do you really do? Okay, excellent. 75%. Okay, let's do this a bit more seriously now. Let's get that chroma key back. There you go. 75% say use a scroll of shielding. You read the magic words of the shielding spell from the scroll. As soon as you have uttered the last syllable, the scroll seems to spring from your hands and vanish, and protective beams of magic wrap around you. You advance with confidence. 4 or 5 arrows sing towards you, but stop in the air a meter before they reach you, dropping harmlessly to the ground. You reach the monument safely. So that was good. We didn't lose any health there, but that was the only scroll of shielding we had, and I wonder if that may have been better placed later on. We won't know until we potentially get to that moment. You cast your eyes over the strange structure. It appears not... Oh, hang on. I'm not on auto scroll. Good morning. Jambalaya, welcome back. Good to see you again. 2 days in a row. How are you? You cast your eyes... We're playing a book today. You cast your eyes over the strange structure. It appears not to be a fountain, but a temple of some sort. To one side there is a door, which you may investigate, or you may press onwards towards the citadel itself. Twitch chat, what will you do? Last time we went onwards. No, last time we investigated. What do? Press on? Or investigate? Okay, so, little guy got me up far too early. Oh gosh. My one often gets up at 5:30. That's her. This morning was 6. But yeah, my one is a early riser. No matter what time we put her to bed, it's always 5:30, maybe 6. 6 if we're lucky. There was about 1 month where she woke up at 7 every day for a month, 7 a.m. And we thought we were cheering. Blowing raspberries to him. Oh, but and we thought that was her. 7 a.m. But then she very quickly snapped out of that. Twitch chat, what do we do? Couple more seconds. So last time we investigated and had the red liquid. So when we do this again, we will not do the red liquid. Investigate. The door opens and a small room inside is lit by candlelight. Cautiously, you look inside to see a strange sight. On a stone altar in the middle of the chamber, there are 3 silver chalices, each containing a different coloured liquid. 1 clear, 1 red, and 1 milky. Fluttering around the altar are 3 small winged gremlin-type creatures, all chirping excitedly. Every so often, one lands on the altar and takes a sip of the milky liquid. The open door creaks on its hinges and startles them. They whirl round to see you and become very excited. You may either enter the chamber or close the door quickly. I'm confident. If we close the door quickly, the only other option is to meet the Rhino Man. So I'm not going to give you an option this time. We're going to enter the chamber. As you enter, the gremlins flutter and squeak excitedly, then fly past you, through the door and out into the night. You are now alone with the chalices. Will you risk drinking? Will you risk taking a drink? Oh, one moment, just got a text. Oh, one moment. Mrs. Bim's going to bed. Give me 2 seconds. I think she's okay. So, Twitch chat, what do we do? I'm not going to give you the red liquid. What do? The red liquid turns into muddy water and we lose a luck point. So, it is either drink clear or drink milky. Or leave. No, I want to test the liquids. So I am not giving you the option to test the red. I am not giving you the option to leave. We'll come back soon. Oh well, thanks, G's. I will see you soon, hopefully. If we leave, we just go to the Rhino Man, I'm pretty sure. And this is potentially going to help us later on. These all might be bad choices. If this was real life, this would be a bad choice, any of these liquids. If you come across liquids in the wild, in real life, don't test them. But because this is a fantasy game book, I want to test all the liquids. A few more seconds. Okay, drink the milky liquid just like the gremlins. Because you are gremlins. If the milky liquid takes your fancy. The milky liquid smells sweet. You take a sip and start to giggle. You take a gulp and burst out laughing for no reason at all. No wonder the little gremlins were enjoying it so much. Light-headed and in fine spirits, you leave the chamber to make your way onwards towards the Citadel. You add 2 stamina points for this refreshing incident. When was the last time? Oh, we were full stamina anyway, I think. Good. Okay. So the milky is +2 stamina. I wonder what the clear one is. So when was the last time you had a refreshing incident, chat? Turn to 156. As you stride across the open courtyard, you notice that you're walking alongside a small mound, almost like a buried pipeline running from the Black Tower to the temple. You bend over to investigate it. Could it perhaps have been made by a mole of some kind? As you touch the mound, it caves in, and to your horror, a long grey tentacle covered in warty growths bursts out of the ground and wraps itself round your leg. How will you fight this thing? Last time, we used the fire spell. And it worked, but do you want to save it for a later encounter? We also didn't have the option for levitation. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. So no option to mix it out. Can you imagine? You want the red, clear, and milk. Oh gosh, milk doesn't normally mix well with. You wouldn't have. Juice with milk. Ugh. So last time we chose the fire spell option, and it worked. It worked. That seemed to be a good choice. But I'm not saying choose it this time because we only have 1 fire spell, and I wonder if if there's another encounter. We're going through spells. I don't know how long this book is, or how many times we're going to be needed to cast spells, but we are going through spells quite a lot. A few more seconds. It's looking like we're going to sword our way through. There we go. Fantastic. Sword. 50% say use the sword. You draw your sword and hack at the tentacle. The tentacle will not fight back like a normal creature, but instead is trying to drag you into a large hole in the ground which is opening around its base. It isn't trying to hurt you, but is instead trying to get a firm grip on you. It won't deal you any damage during this battle, but if it manages to score 3 hits against you, it will succeed in dragging you into its lair. You must fight. If you defeat this foe, you can peel the tentacle off your leg and proceed to the main entrance, to the Black Tower, if the tentacle succeeds on pulling into its lair. So this is the thing. Maybe being pulled into the lair is a huge shortcut. But anyway, let's fight our best. Oh, we just need 1 hit. We just need to hit it once. Oh, we've hit it. Okay. You hit the tentacle. You are triumphant. In front of you is a large wooden door, firmly locked. You may either knock 3 times for the guard, or use a strength spell. This is where the Rhino Man appears. Last time we knocked. But I'll give you the options. Twitch chat, what do you do? Knock 3 times specifically. Or use a strength spell. Again, we only have 1 strength spell. Do we want to use it on this encounter? If we knock 3 times, a Rhino... So we did this last time. If we knock 3 times, a Rhino Man will answer the door and ask us for a password. We don't have the password, so we will have to make up a story with a luck check. What is our luck? 12. So we have 12 luck, so we will definitely pass the luck test. If we knock and wait, we will definitely pass the luck test. But Twitch chat, what are you thinking? What do you decide? 100% are saying knock. Use strength spell, knock a hole in the door. Very funny. Very funny. It's 100% for you saying knock. I think saving the strength spell is wise. Here we go. A few more seconds. There we go. Knock wins it. 100%. Knock and wait. The door opens and a large, brutish creature steps out. It has a sharp horn in the middle of its forehead and its skin appears to be armor-plated. It grunts to ask you what you want and demands the password before letting you in. Do you know the password? If not, you will have to bluff your way in. You think quickly. You reach into your bag and pull out a handful of weeds, showing them to the creature. You explain that you are a herbalist and have come to treat the Lord's librarian, who is critically ill. The messenger never told you of any passwords. Will the guard believe you? Test your luck. It's a success. It's going to be. But now our luck has gone to 11 temporarily, so we may fail the next one. We weren't lucky last time, so we are now on a new what's it? Chaos theory, a butterfly effect. We're on a new branch now, a new timeline. The guard believes your tale and lets you in with a grunt. You are in a narrow hallway. This continues for several meters and ends in a doorway. Halfway along the passage, you can see an archway where some steps lead downwards. Will you go forwards to the door or creep down the steps? Twitch chat? What do? Door or steps? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. What do you do? I'm using so we bought a fridge recently, and my green screen stand is the cardboard box to the fridge, and I drape an old green blanket over it, and it happens to be a perfect green screen. But today when I set it up, after a couple of minutes, it's bendy, so it's starting to deteriorate, this green screen stand. So I've turned it sort of the other way. So I flipped it round 180 degrees. So it's now bending back the other way and in an effort to straighten it. But I wonder how much life this old fridge cardboard has got with us. Oh, a few more seconds. What do we do? 100% say steps. Creep down the steps. You follow the stairs downwards. The air is cool and stagnant. At the foot of the stairs is a door. Will you try the door? Or return up the stairs and investigate the door we just missed? Twitch chat. What do? Try door. Go back up stairs. I'll put the paragraph number as well, just for clarification. So our previous choice was to try the door, which is page 5, but we chose to go down the steps. So we can either choose to open this new door, 7, or return to the previous door, 5. We have not been through either door. Twitch chat. What do you do? 100% are saying try this new door. We've still got about 15 seconds left. Here we go. This is a bit of a landslide. 100%. 5 votes to none. But can 5 people 50-50 it in the last second? No, they can't. 100% say try this new door. Turn to 7. The door is locked. You may try to break it down by charging it with your shoulder, or you may cast a strength spell on yourself and try to wrench the door off its hinges. To try charging the door, turn to this number, or to use a strength spell, which we could have just used, but we saved it. Did we save it for this moment? Twitch chat, what do you do? Charge door. Strength spell. You have another minute. What do you do? Charge. I'm all for. If we charge the door and it doesn't work, will we still have the opportunity to use a strength spell, or will charging the door alert people on the other side? Will using the strength spell be the correct choice, or will that be wasting it needlessly? Decisions, chat. What do you do? Looks like we're charging the door. 75% so far. About 10 seconds left. I'll wait for it to finish. I'll do this properly. I'll wait for it to finish. Charge door, 75%. As you hit the door, the wood cracks a little, but does not give. You try again, and this time the wood splits down the middle. You break your way through and enter the room behind it. Oh. You now stand in a large round room. It is lit by a single torch, fixed onto one wall. There is no furniture in the room, save for a rough wooden table and chair in the centre. Hovering above the table, fast asleep, is a very small man, dressed in a green shirt and pantaloons. He cannot be more than a metre tall, and you cannot believe that he is still asleep after your noisy entrance. You hear a creak and turn to your right in time to see a small catapult fire a missile of some sort straight at you. It is going to hit you unless you use a shielding spell. We've already used our shielding spell. If you choose this spell scroll, if you cannot or will not, turn to 3, 5, 9. Maybe we should have saved it. You try to duck but cannot avoid the full impact of the missile, which hits you on the forehead and splatters all over your face. You brace yourself, waiting perhaps for an acidic reaction to take place, but the mushy liquid merely drips off your face onto the ground. Cautiously, you test it, first with your finger, then with your tongue. You have just been hit by a ripe tomato, so I'm glad we didn't use the spell. Gosh. You turn to face the sleeping figure, who is beginning to stir. Cautiously, you approach the little man. As you get close, a single eye opens and looks at you straight in the face. A wide grin spreads between the creature's ears, and he disappears. I've got to do a voice now, haven't I? Oh gosh. Let me just prepare myself. Good morning to you, says the chirpy little voice behind you, and you swivel round to see him standing there, still grinning. I'm O'Shamus, the leprechaun, he chuckles and holds his hand out to you. He seems friendly enough. Will you shake his hand and try to befriend him, or draw your sword? What do you do? Shake hand or draw sword? Twitch chat, I see that there are 3 minutes until another ad break, so while you are debating whether to shake the hand of the little Irishman or draw your sword to attack the little Irishman, I'm going to run a 3-minute ad break. I'll be back in a second, alright? See you in a bit. That was good timing, wasn't it? That was good timing. I came back and it said 6 seconds to the end of the ad break, just as I sat down. What did we decide? The Irish accent sent me. I hope he does it again. I got inspired. I'm still waiting for it to settle properly. But cheers to O'Shamus, the Irish leprechaun. I just want to announce I have Mackey's chips. Good on you, mate. Good on you. Where do I see results from? Oh, here we go. On my phone is easier. 75% say shake his hand. You grasp his hand and introduce yourself and cry out as the nerves down your arm go numb. O'Shamus bursts out laughing. You lose 1 skill point. As you are using your sword arm, you are becoming angry, but the little man continues to shake your hand and laugh. A laugh comes from behind you, and you look around to see him floating in the air, grinning, but you are still shaking his hand in front of you. Or are you? In fact, you now realise you are frantically shaking hands with a stuffed dummy which is flopping around on the end of your arm as you shake it. You throw it to the ground, but it is stuck to your hand. The situation is ludicrous, and you are becoming very angry. Just a little joke, says the leprechaun, who snaps his fingers. The dummy disappears. Now, what can I do for you? I'm bad at accents, and I wasn't prepared for this. Will you ask him the way onwards or draw your sword? That's the only Irish accent I can do as well. Ask way onwards or draw swords. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. I'll tell you what. Ireland has produced a couple of bad things, but one good thing is creamy pints. My English accent is pretty convincing too. No splitting the G. Oh, I shouldn't I? No, because that's promoting irresponsible drinking. I am probably a decent sponsorship away from quitting my day job. Guinness. I am available. Have your people contact my people. I will accept a Guinness sponsorship. 80% say ask the way onwards. Are we happy with this music? What music do we want? Oh, it's a leprechaun, isn't it? Is there a happy one? No. Haunted hallways? Hang on. Is this the vibe? We can change it. Let's have Icy Tundra for a little bit. Ask him the way onwards. 2 years ago, I would be crushed with embarrassment about this accent, and I probably would refuse to do it. If a talent agent is watching this stream, sign me up. I wanna perform in something. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Okay. Gonna give this my all. Oh. I shouldn't go this way, says O'Shamus. These are not pleasant parts. These three. He's not saying this though. Hang on. These 3 doors are the only way onward. He's saying this. The quotation, the quote marks finish, but oh, I should go this way, says Seamus. These are not pleasant parts. These 3 doors are the only ways onwards. 2 of them are very dangerous, and the other is very smelly. On the opposite side of the room, there are 3 doors. One has a brass handle. I'm pretty sure he was meant to say that. On the opposite side of the room are 3 doors. One has a brass handle, one has a copper, one has a bronze handle. Which will you choose, Twitch chat? What do you do? Oh! Brass, copper, bronze. Oh, what's this one? I'll try asking O'Shamus for ask advice. Ask advice. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide, okay? Which one's the smelly door? 2 of them are very dangerous, and the other is very smelly. Gosh, what on earth could that mean? What on earth could that mean? What's a funny man? I think one of the next books I actually have in my hand, I think the Temple of Terror. Oh, that's game book 14. Which ones are these? These ones aren't numbered. Oh, 5 and 8. So number. Oh, we're reading book 2. Book 5 is Creature of Havoc, and I have that in my hands. Right. What do we do? 80% say ask advice. Which would I take, eh? He muses. I can't do accents, I'm so sorry. Let's see. How do you I can only do certain things. I would not take. I in Irish is oi. I would not take. How do you say take in Irish accent? Take. I would not take the 2 doors to the left of the copper-handled one. Just stop it now. I'm not doing it. I'm being offensive. I would not take the 2 doors to the left of the copper-handled one, nor the door to the right of the bronze-handled one. Oh, this is a riddle. Whale oil beef hooked. Wise words. So I would not take the 2 doors to the left of the copper-handled one, nor the door to the right of the bronze-handled one. So I reckon it. I don't know where they are, but I reckon he wouldn't. So he's not saying. Twitch chat. Let me do the poll, and then I'll. What do? Again. Brass. Cooper, copper, bronze. So what he's saying is he's not saying in the dialogue, he's not saying he wouldn't do the copper one and he wouldn't do the bronze one. He's saying he wouldn't do the 2 doors to the left of the copper, nor the one to the right of the bronze. I'm confused at what 2 doors to the left is because I don't know where they are. But maybe he's saying he would choose the bronze-handled one. I don't know. Let's choose Urgy. Welcome in. How the devil are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. A few more seconds on the clock. You always brass being smelly because there is ass in it. Good question. Good comment. Good comment. I'm good. How the devil are you? 100% of Twitch chat have chosen the bronze door. We're doing polls on Twitch so that you play this for me. I'm effectively watching you play this game. Bronze handled one. Is that what you said? Bronze. You open the door and step into another room, glad to have left the annoying little creature behind. A sudden, intense flash of light bursts out in front of you. You shield your eyes and then rub them, but you cannot see. Panic hits you as you hear a low, growling noise. Padded footsteps come closer, and you cry out in pain as this unseen creature roars and embeds its sharp teeth in your leg. What will you do? Use a strength spell scroll? Try a weakness spell scroll? Or draw your sword and slash out? Twitch chat, what do? So these scrolls are a one-time use thing, and they are consumed. So we have to think, do we want to use, if you want to use a scroll, do we want to use it now? Strength, weakness, sword, slash. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. If you want to take part in voting, come on over to Twitch, or ask your friends to watch the YouTube, and I'll do the poll on YouTube as well. Very good. Welcome back, G's. Gosh, we're on our second playthrough of this. Don't forget, she hasn't woken up yet, but if my daughter wakes up, I will have to go. I'll be 5 minutes. I might be 20 minutes. If you're watching this on the VOD, they will be edited out, but if you're watching this live, we're just going to have to deal with it. If that's okay. If we can deal with it, I can continue with the Twitch streams. Dual curled swords. Is that an Elden Ring? If we die again, let's do copper. There's no bookmark, so if we die, we're going straight back to the beginning. So majority is voting for slashing around with the sword. So let's do that. Draw your sword and slash out at the creature. You slash about madly with your sword but cannot hit the creature. Either it is extremely quick or it has no solid body for you to hit. Its teeth are now tearing at your flesh and you can feel blood on your leg. You will have to protect yourself with magic or face certain death from this unseen creature. What will you do? Twitch chat again. Crumbs. What do you do? Strength to me, weakness to the thing, or neither? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. The defensive spell, I guess, is the weakness spell, because the weakness, its strength is to give you strength, weakness is to weaken the other, or we can just face certain death. Don't choose that one. Don't choose that option. But it's a valid option. I mean, if we do nothing, it might be one of those things where if we do nothing, the creature stops, and then it's our friend. So do nothing may be the best thing to do. We never know. What if it weakens us? No, the description of the weakness spell was it weakens the other. I can already see everyone's going for weakness 80% so far. A few more seconds. If the creature is actually not physical, there's no point in being strong, is there? Yes, we don't know because we are currently blinded, so weakness wins. Try a weakness spell scroll. You cast your weakness spell. You wait for the creature's strength to fade, but as its teeth continue to maul you, you are dismayed to find that its attack is becoming more ferocious. You cannot feel your leg now. The pain is intense. You feel faint and lose consciousness as the jaws close on your throat. We're not dead. You awake and look around. As your memories return, you are amazed that you can see. Your leg feels tender, but is uninjured. You hear a small chuckle coming from above you, and suddenly the whole thing makes sense. Floating above you is O'Shamus, now laughing loudly. The whole thing has been one big practical joke. You are enraged. Gosh, and leap to your feet, but as you glare at the funny little man rolling about in the air in hysterics, you can't help but see the funny side too. You chuckle, then giggle, then laugh loudly. For some time, the two of you roar with laughter until tears stream down your faces. When you are both able to control yourselves, you eventually settle down to chat. He is a pleasant little man. Before you leave, he says, "Indeed, you are a good sport. Your way ahead is fraught with danger, though." That's the worst Irish accent. But perhaps these will help you. Never again. Give me a Guinness. With a wave of his hand, a sword and a plate appear on the table. The sword is a magic battle sword and increase your skill by 1 point during battle. The plate is, in fact, a silver mirror of fine workmanship. You take these with you, but you will have to leave your old sword behind. You bid O'Shamus farewell and leave the room. Which door do you leave by? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. What will you do? Brass. Did we choose bronze last time? Brass? Copper? Or bronze again? But I don't think that will happen again. Oof, I don't quite know. I'm going to move chat over to the other side again. I prefer it. I prefer it here. I prefer chat here. There you go. Gosh, what a... Don't encourage me to do accents. I am half waiting for Baby Boom to wake up. I'm expecting it, I'm just waiting for it, you know. But you're good at them. Don't encourage me. This is... Okay, Abyss, but you're good at them. Do Irish again. No, this is what toxic positivity is. Don't do that, because I'll end up on X Factor as one of the or The Voice as one of the joke acts with their family around them, like, oh yeah, we're so proud of him, he's come so far. No, you're a joke. Copper. 75% say copper. Ooh. We're so proud of you, you must embrace it. The door opens and you enter a narrow corridor. You follow it for some time until you find... I don't like the music. Dungeon Delve. The door opens and you enter a narrow corridor. You follow it for some time until you finally come to another door. This time, a wide carved door with the inscription "Wine Cellar" set into it. You try the handle and it opens. Poking your head round the door, you can see rows and rows of racks full of bottles, full of wine. The room is dimly lit by several candles. Your opening to the door has caused a little bell to ring, and a figure is limping towards you up to one of the aisles. Will you draw your sword and prepare to defend yourself? Or will you see what this person might have to say? Twitch chat, what do? Draw sword? Or wait? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute. How are we doing? I love these books, and I think this is so much more fun with you here as well. These are meant to be independent solo adventures, but this is so much more fun. Excuse me, for me at least, this is so much more fun for me to have you involved. I think as soon as Baby Bim is old enough and mature enough, I'm definitely going to be like reading these to her. I'll be doing this with her instead of because I remember doing these on my own. And loving it. But I think this can be also excellent as a community event. When you defend against the raiders threatening the Sturgeon monarchy. Sturgeon, that's still getting 1,000 views a day plus. It's mental. It's over a month old. It's mental. What do we do? What's the result? 83% say wait and see what this person might have to say. The elf approaching you is skinny and ragged. He asks whether you are a guest or an adventurer. You tell him you are a guest. Come down to sample the wine he keeps in his famous wine cellar. With certain pride, he shows you the vintage bottles he keeps for his lord, the demi-sorcerer. Some of them, he claims, have magical powers. He offers to let you sample the wine. Which vintage will you sample? If you'd like to try the red wine, if you'd prefer the white wine, if the rosé takes your fancy, or you can decline. Twitch chat, what do you do? What do you do? As a gentleman who occasionally does like a glass of wine, I would only be interested in the red. Decline. I have never gone down to someone's wine cellar and had some of their rosé. White wine. Does white wine go in a cellar? That just goes, you cook with white wine, don't you? That's straight in the fridge. Red wine has red wine is like a whiskey. There's a story, there's a quality to it. Everything else lives in the fridge once it's ready to drink. Exactly. White is the superior wine. But you can't get. I've never had a $100 bottle of white wine. Red wine, that's like entry level. Sake is white wine. It's a Japanese rice wine, isn't it? Very good. Okay, everybody. Okay, 67% want the. Well, I looked at it and then forgotten it. White wine. We prefer the look of the white wine. 163. You take a sip and gag. This wine is awful. The elf is looking on expectantly, and you must not insult him. So you take another sip, grimacing as the liquid goes down. You thank him very much, but explain quickly that you must be getting back. You head for the far end of the room, but your stomach will take a horrid taste no longer. You are violently ill on the way out. You lose 1 skill and 2 stamina points for your nausea. If you are still alive, you stagger from the wine cellar to continue your journey. Imagine if that killed us. At the far end of the wine cellar is a wooden door which you try. It opens out into a passageway which leads onwards for several meters. Somewhere along the passage, you arrive at a 4-way junction. You take a path to the north which eventually leads you to a large wooden door. You can hear nothing by listening at the keyhole. Will you try and open the door slowly and quietly? Or you could try charging the wall down. The wall down? The door down. Twitch chat? What do you do? Open or charge? Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. The three of you watching on YouTube, if you want to take part in the Twitch poll, head on over to Twitch and cast your vote. We're playing, I say we're playing, you're playing, Twitch chat is playing the Citadel of Chaos, which is appropriately named, I'd say. Very much so. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo. Let's check the YouTube analytics for the day. Very good. Very good. Oh yes, I'm happy with that. It's funny. So the Britannia, if you're watching from the Bannerlord content, Britannia is over a year old. In the last 48 hours, that is my second most popular video. How mental is that? Open the door slowly wins the vote, 67%. The handle turns and you step into a dark room. Ooh. You look around the room. It is lit only by your torch. Although a fairly large room, it has little furniture in it. Although a large boulder, sliced flat, resembles a table, and a smaller rock forms a sort of stool behind it. In one corner, a pile of rocks are held together with mud. You cannot imagine their purpose, although they support 3 wooden chests. Then you jump with fright as your torch lights up a large creature, seemingly made of rock itself. Standing by a door. It is roughly human-shaped, although somewhat larger. Its eyes are staring straight at you, but you cannot be sure it is actually seeing you. What will you do? What do you do? Run for the other door? Attempt to speak to the creature? Or if you'd like to move slowly towards the boxes, move towards boxes. Twitch chat, you have 1 minute to decide. What an exhilarating Sunday night we are all having. Hey, it's New Year's next week, isn't it? Anyone have any plans? I don't think we have. We used to do the I can't stand fireworks. I think there's nothing worse. I think fireworks is something adults think children love. But one year we did like there's 9 PM fireworks in Sydney, and it's quieter. And you could get home at a reasonable time. We pets hate it. It wakes up babies. Wednesday's the first. Yeah, Wednesday's New Year's Day. What I do like about New Year's Day, though, I haven't watched it since coming to Australia, though. But there's a New Year's Day concert in Vienna or something. It's classical music, live orchestra with a ballet. That used to be on. When my father was alive. That's what we watched every New Year's Day, and that's quite nice. I might try and watch that this year, but because we're in Australia, it's a different time zone, so that'll probably be New Year's Day night. The Viennese concert, I think, New Year's Day concert. What did we say? Run. Really? 50% say run. That seems to be like I'm not gonna lie, Twitch chat, that's the worst choice. That's surely the worst choice. We've done a series of events that has led us to these opportunities. Are you literally saying no? I don't want to do this. Run for the other door. Although something different might happen. He might like stop us. Run? Really? Who voted run? The ball has spoken? God, I don't want to play with you anymore. I don't want to play with you anymore. Here we go. I don't want to press this button. I'm the streamer. I don't want to press this button. I voted boxes. Yeah, well, I would have done boxes or... I would never have considered run for the other door. Press it. Run. Honestly, I can't believe this. You open the door and step forwards into a passageway. I think that's Baby Bim. Hello, gorgeous.
Where's Mommy?
Mommy's asleep. Stay here, darling. I'll come back to bed. Everybody, this is the end of the stream. I don't want you in camera. I'm going to bookmark it. And I will see you. Next Saturday at about 9 PM. Bye, everybody. No raid. I'm gone right now. Go back to bed. I'll meet you there. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye.